Abandoned while pregnant by the baby's father. I'm 22 years old, in my final year of college, and what was supposed to be the happiest and most exciting phase of my life turned into a nightmare, all because of one irresponsible, emotionally bankrupt man. I met him last year, and like most naive girls, I fell for the act. We dated, he said all the right things, made all the right moves, then I got pregnant, and everything changed. The moment I told him I was pregnant, he didn't freak out. He didn't deny it. He accepted it like it was no big deal, which gave me false hope that maybe he would stick around, maybe he'd do the bare minimum. But no, that was just his way of washing his hands clean. From then on, every time I asked him to come with me to a doctor's appointment, he'd start petty arguments, like complaining about a word I used or why I didn't call him first. Anything to create drama and disappear. And he always did. He vanished for weeks or months, only to resurface like nothing happened. What kind of man walks away from his own unborn child and still has the audacity to call himself a father? I was supposed to give birth in November, but on my birthday, July 21st, the trauma reached a breaking point. I got bombarded with messages from random girls, telling me to leave him alone, threatening me, calling me names, and worst of all, one of them was my own so-called friend. These girls were fighting over a man who couldn't even buy a box of wipes for his baby, a man who ghosts his pregnant girlfriend but still manages to collect side chicks like he's God's gift to women. I broke down. My body couldn't take the stress. I was rushed to the hospital and gave birth that very day. My baby came early, premature, but by some miracle, he's healthy. Not once did that man ask if I was okay. Not once did he offer help. But the second he heard I gave birth, he came crawling back, not with support, not with love, but with demands. He wanted pictures. His mother wanted pictures. Pictures of the baby they didn't even know existed for 9 months. And then he had the guts to tell me to put his name on the birth certificate because his baby should benefit. Benefit from what? Your absence? Your neglect? Your cowardice? Men like this think fatherhood is a title they're entitled to, not something they have to earn. They disappear when it's hard and reappear when it's convenient, because society gives them a pass. And let's be honest, society always gives men a pass. A woman gets pregnant and suddenly she's reckless, dumb, too emotional. A man gets a woman pregnant and he becomes invisible, unbothered, and somehow still gets new girls in his DMs. I don't want him near my child. I don't want him near my family. I don't care if his family suddenly remembers I exist. They were silent when I needed them. They don't get to show up now like heroes when they watched me drown from a distance. So no, I won't be putting his name on anything. He's not a father. He's just the reason my son exists, and that's where his role ends. If you're a woman reading this, let me tell you this. A man who disappears when things get real is not a man. He's a coward with a fragile ego and a god complex. Don't waste your peace on boys who only show up for the photo ops. Protect yourself, protect your baby, and never let a sperm donor play daddy.